Moments I'm glad I didn't miss. It feels like I'm camping out in the woods, even though I'm not. Instead, I get to spend time with my little animal friends in a different way, through my game camera videos. I love watching the different behaviors. These birds prefer the dog food as opposed to the corn. It just keeps eating and eating. That's kind of amazing. Where is it putting it all? When one animal is done eating, it moves on, and another one takes its place. When it's done, then here we see another one. This one's worried something else is going to come, and he's not done yet. Raccoons are always the most comical, curious, cautious, and always on the lookout. And then there's the coyote that passes through, still reminded me of the old Roadrunner cartoon. Doesn't look like there's much left, so there's not much to fight about. You stop, check it out, and move on and look for more. Whatever this is, the possum is doing quite well. Can you imagine the teeth it has? I'm sure it can do it. Frozen still in his footsteps. He looks petrified. He's thinking fight or flight. Flight it is. It's a misty, eerie time of night. And it's nice when the camera catches the animals in the daytime. You can really see the colors in their fur. Add a touch of mystic fog and it makes the scene even more magical. Technology's come a long way that gives you a tool in order to be able to video this. I'm glad the turkeys still roam though, and you get to see the velvet on the antlers. And I always enjoy when the fox stops by. Now, here's a pair of raccoons that are definitely not agreeing with each other. Of course, raccoons don't always get along. Most of the time they wander alone, but sometimes they butt heads. A foggy start to the morning. This deer seems to be traveling alone. Smelling around and checking things out. A casual, slow day. Taking your time. Raccoon's looking a little wet. Time for the deer to make its way back. On this rainy night, the eyes glowing in the distance caught my attention. At first I wondered what they belonged to, and then I realized it was the bear. And it happened again. 20 minutes later, I see the eyes. Then I see the bear. The cat makes its appearance too, spraying on the tree, then hanging around to see who might show up. Still waiting and watching. The raccoon doesn't just get to enjoy a meal. It has to be on the lookout. The raccoon notices a scent. That's enough for me. I'm disappearing. It's a rainy night, but you still have to eat. I can just sit here and hide, and maybe a bird or two will pass by. I always enjoy seeing that special little possum. And on this same path, the same area, this fox wanders around with confidence, looking to see if there's anything left. But everything should be on the lookout. You don't want to be at the right place at the wrong time. I'm not quite used to seeing that big bear in such a small area, squeezing in to get its share. This spot is a host for many animals. Is the cat eating out of the pile too? This mighty little possum has a large set of teeth. Plenty of birds stop by too. Most of them know to come out early, 'cause if you're late, you only get the leftovers. It says it's 84 degrees, and their beaks are open. They look hot, extremely hot. Over and over, they seem to choose the dog food and not the whole corn. But the deer like the corn, and the raccoon likes the dog food. Seems busy, eating, and at the same time rolling the food in its hand and eating. It's got a lot of work to do. Trying to decide what to eat. Looks like the good stuff's gone. Isn't that something? A deer and a bluebird in the same frame. Out for an evening walk usually means out for looking for food. When they're not looking for food, what do? There's still something left for the fox to eat. Fur looks wet. And look here. This raccoon looks like it's been feeding little ones. An early morning start to its day, out foraging for food. Look at the red fluffy feathers on its head. While you're chewing and eating, the hands are frantically looking for the next piece in order to be able to put it into the mouth. Getting close and not fighting, that's a win. Stop to scratch the itch. The blackbirds come in with plenty of attitude. All the other food is gone, so they're just left with corn, whole corn. Standing stubbornly in the rain while the water pools at its feet. I'm so glad the turkeys have survived the other wildlife. We used to have some skunks and rabbits. Not anymore that I don't see them. The food's been replenished, and now they get to eat their favorite dog food, as opposed to the corn. They don't care for the corn. When it eats, do you see it under the beak? It's like you could see the food go down, or a slit. Even the fox braves the wet weather. Isn't it cute? Is it a young one? Frantically searching for anything it can find. I feel for it. It missed the food. Is it the mama? Hopefully it finds something. A redbird framed in the camera's mist. Time to mark some territory. You can see its tail in the high grass. Nice view of the turkey. Can you make your ears dance like that? What, just passing through and not stopping? Did you notice a deer in the back on the left? Now do you see it? The fox is becoming quite the regular visitor, and even on rainy days, it doesn't miss a chance to check in. Outside, in the outdoors, you can hear the sounds of summer, unlike in the wintertime, where everything's frozen and cold and quiet. Spring brings a lot of newborns, new plants, new bugs. It's an active time of the year. Where here we have the 4 seasons that are pretty distinct. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Spring's my favorite season, when everything comes alive and everything turns this really pretty green. This is the backside of a soaking wet raccoon. A walk through the woods just before dark brings its own beauty, and it's not very often do you see this, a raccoon and a deer following each other. Watch that raccoon climb that tree. Hours later, it comes down, only to climb back up again. I guess when you're walking through the woods, you should be looking up too, not just down at the ground. You never know what you might see up there. It's a loud eater. The little red bird seems so tiny in such a big space. Meanwhile, the bluebirds are making a new friend. Hopefully a friendly one. It's creepy out here. The 2 bucks get along really well. Some animals just prefer eating alone, wanting every bite for themselves. Can you see it? I'm not sure what it is. The moth's harmless, but that raccoon isn't sure. It's cool to get to see the bugs fly around, but I'm waiting for the fireflies. The possum stands its ground. The raccoon walks away. Is it complaining? It's looking a little frustrated that it missed out on the easy food, but still looking. You get to see the fox kind of frequently. The coyote, not so much, just every once in a while. Something keeps bringing me to attention, even during the day, on the hunt for the food buffet. And we have success. Yay! Pause, listen, and run. This raccoon has a lot of shocked looking faces. That's a neat flying bug. This raccoon's had little ones. For the first time, I saw one back up and claim its spot. Back to eating alone. Finally got the fur dried out. That's the coolest pose. Am I safe or am I not? I could be safer during the daylight. A lot of things haven't come out yet. They come out when it's dark. The fox continues to surprise me with how many colors it shows in its fur, especially in the daylight. Absolutely beautiful. Fox is on an early shift. It's still daylight. Then there's the time when the camera turns to early evening, just like this. The lone fox, just sitting and enjoying. It's peaceful. Listen to the sights and sounds. I have to say it's the most comical eater there is, at least of this group. It's pretty neat to see the big moon appear above. I'm sure that adds a little night light to eat by. Not lonely tonight. A buddy came by to have food with me. It does taste better when you can share it. He's coming to help her eat. Listen to the sounds of nature. You gotta be really quiet and listen. Possum has a moth buddy. Is the coast clear? This has been a Jill Garbart Outdoors video. Thanks for stopping by.